No, don't trust me, mate. Don't trust me.
And I think Arteta's shown a bit too much loyalty to certain players. That's what we want. That's what we like to see. Team, we can do it. We can win. We can beat anyone on our day. But I think he's got to do that consistently. So it was daylight robbery.
People say, oh, you know, come on, being harsh. Maybe it is harsh, but
It's just classic Arsenal, isn't it?
Newcastle looked the better team. We're pressing a lot more hard. It's hard. It's sad to see. This was in our hands. This was completely in our hands. We've come here. No offense to Newcastle, but we should be beating them here. We should be beating them. We had the Champions League in our hands. I ain't seen us qualify for it in about 6 years. This is killing me.
Hello, welcome to the Ardent Gooners Network. I've got Ryan with me, so we're going to talk about the end of last season first of all. A few games where we lost it for me. Villa at home, West Ham at home, Fulham away. What are your thoughts?
Like people are forgetting that little Christmas period we had, man. That West Ham at home was unforgivable in a way. Fulham away as well, because we took the lead. And you know what really annoys me about Fulham away as well is basically in that game, once we took the lead as well, we literally were so sluggish. And we just lost at home to West Ham. And as you've seen what Fulham have done since, that hurts more, because it's like Fulham have actually just fell off completely. And we gifted them points, man. It was lost the title by 2 points. It's one win plus more was 3 points to get game. But so like that hurts the most. Like West Ham at home, Fulham away, and that Villa game, which everyone talks about. Like literally, that game, well, that ended up being the ultimate game in the end, you know. But based on like an overall season, I think yes, we've done well, but like on these key moments, again, it's like it kind of shows like elements of the past.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the common theme that we've been talking about today is the lack of ruthlessness. And I'm almost sighing as I say it, because it's like the same every time, like all these chances being missed. I mean, presumably you would agree with that.
Yeah, I think this is how I see it. Like, and people keep saying, oh, we don't need a striker. Look, we're scoring, we're battering these teams, But what I'm trying to say to people, we're battering these teams like Sheffield United. Fair enough, we got West Ham back for what they did to us here. That's 6-0, fine.
Yeah.
These are teams, and no disrespect to them, because like I respect teams a lot, but they've been the whipping boys. You know? The way we've beaten these teams, it's like they've not. Burnley as well is another one. Come on. Like, you know, I know companies doing bits of Bayern Munich now, but come on, Burnley went down with ease. Obviously, Sheffield United were the worst. Like, they disgraced the Premier League in terms of points. No disrespect again. Not to take the attention too far off it. But I think the problem we had is the beginning of the season, and people might disagree with me on this, but Kai Havertz, as much as yes, he's done okay, yes, he's done this, that, we spent that money when we needed a proper clinical finisher.
Yeah, agree. That's
the first thing to say. Secondly, even when January came, we couldn't really buy players because of the financial fair play. We can never talk about money now because we've been splashing it.
Yeah.
We're the highest.
Yeah.
It's actually a joke, and it's just like we've been splashing it in the wrong places. Now we've talked about. I know you want to touch on this later, but Nketiah.
Yeah.
We've given that contract to Nketiah, 100 bags a week.
Yeah.
That is another problem, which is financially strenuous. As I love these guys. Even Reece Nelson, I got bare love for him, man. He's proper, like, you know, funny hairline and all of that. But why are we giving these man contracts? We're not going to play them.
Yeah.
Like, this is another problem with Saka playing. He's not had that competition because Arteta don't trust Nelson. You see what I'm saying? So we're giving them. I think he's on like 88 grand a week or something like that. It's a bit mad. So when you add all of these things up together, like. This is the problem with why we haven't got clinical finisher.
Yeah.
Yes, fair enough. Ivan Toney might have been a thing in the summer if all his problems didn't happen with the gambling and all of that. Maybe we might have found a way to do that. But I still think 65 million on Kai Havertz. We could sing the song 65 million. Kai Havertz scores again. We could sing it all we want.
Yeah.
But let's be real, man. Yeah. It's like he's not scoring enough.
Yeah.
He's not supposed to, in a way. Like I know he won Chelsea the Champions League final. Big him up for that. Like, he turned up for that, but like he's not He might be a big game player, but he's not a scorer. He's not a goal scorer. We need a goal scorer.
Yeah.
And the thing people keep forgetting as well, when his team was in the trenches, man, we had a Aubameyang who saved us. He won the FA Cup for us. People forget that, you know.
Yeah.
I think that really helped Arteta. I think people wanted to give Arteta credit. That was Emery's team.
Yeah.
So like for me, like Aubameyang was, if he was in this team, we would have so much going on, man. He would, like, he wasn't your Henry that's going to take on place, but he was always finishing, man. Clinical, you know what I'm saying?
He was. I mean, especially in that season, you say the FA Cup. I mean, United have had something similar with Garnacho saving their whole season. Got some interesting stuff happening behind us here. The Eagles, and I don't mean Crystal Palace.
I wish it was an Eagle as a quality. You know, be good with you, man. You're good, too, right? Yeah, man.
See it all on Arden Guinness network. I mean, we should see if he wants to get into it. Okay, well let's talk then about. I completely agree. Havertz wasn't initially convinced. Did a lot better as the season went on, and fine. Okay, so you got something out of him. But City you've got Haaland, and then Liverpool have got quality finishers as well. And okay, they lost Mane, and I think it was always a tough ask for Havertz to score 20-30 a season, and that's why I've said today I think we need somebody proven with a track record. Who would be your shout for that?
It's a bit of a difficult one now. Still, I would say I'm still a fan of Ivan Toney because he's Premier League proven. I think in the right system, and I'm a bit late as well. I'm actually on you to pre out there and see analyze the situation because it's behind my back and then you get me. But what am I saying? I like the fact he's Premier League proven. So for me, I think he could actually do a decent job. He might score 20 plus a season. I don't know 30. But bear in mind, this is the same player that last season when we bottled the league as well. Brentford beat Man City, because of him. Literally, he is a clinical striker, and I think in the right kind of system, he would flourish. And another reason to get him as well, because if we don't get him, I think Tottenham will get him. And not to say that I still think they're in a deep process, if you like, but I'd rather prevent them as well as strengthen us getting him. So for me, I think we need a Premier League proven striker. Not to say that. Someone outside the Premier League won't do it. What's our guy's name?
Benjamin Sesko.
That's my man. Listen, I'm not going to pretend that I watched him. Some Arsenal fans like to do that. I've watched the clips though, but again, these clips can still gas up players.
They can.
Yeah, so I like him. I rate him from what I've seen. Problem is he could, I said already, he could be. I've been saying this today actually. He could turn out to be like Timo Werner. Timo Werner was doing bits of Leipzig. And now then they got to ship him back. Same with Kai Havertz, Leverkusen. So when they shipped him back, Tottenham have taken him on loan. I think Tottenham are reluctant to get him back. So for me, I think Premier League proven it's key. Because
important.
It's so important when you watch a game live in the flesh. When you watch a game live in the flesh, you can see how fast paced it is.
Yes.
And you can see literally how quick and how quick reactions are. And I just feel like players that come from these kind of leagues, like Germany, Italy, whatever, they see the pace really, it's like a slap in the face. And we've seen players that are good at, adapting, but again, it does, when it's been so long, it's really sad because I do think to a degree we've got to give players time. When there's a lot of money been involved, big wages and all of that, they sometimes, they expect people to tell Erling Haaland lads, you know what I'm saying? So, I think we've been giving players time for 18 years. Sorry, I can't. I think let's get someone that we can rely on to get those goals, because literally that's what we're missing. I think second, just to put it out there, we've only really got a first team. As much as, and this is why Saka's getting exhausted. Ben White, I feel for Ben White a bit because he's obviously had to take on the burden of Jury and Timber. Which is we got to let Arteta off on that. At least he got a really. I like Timber. I think Timber. We all kind of acknowledge Timber is good enough. I don't know why, we just know it for some reason. But it's just this whole team. Like Gabriel Saliba gets injured where shits basically. If we've seen it with Kivio and Zinchenko. And it's just I get PTSD thinking about it because literally I hope Zinchenko does go. I don't dislike Zinchenko, but I hope he goes to Bayern. The company knows him. Take him. He'll do good in that league as well.
He would. He would.
Their transition as well. I hate Bayern.
Yeah.
Hated every time, but you're gone.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely a culture of over-reliance.
Please return to the second part of the video to see what Ryan has to say about Mikel Arteta. Is he Mikel Arteta in or out?